We are coming to talk about application for master degree in Germany. Kindly share the video and subscribe to my channel, like and comment in the comment section. So as you can see my screen, right? Um, we are coming to talk about the different universities in Germany. Okay, so when you look at my screen, I have written and I've translated whatever is in Deutsch in English. So in Germany, we have actually three different types of universities. Okay, so Universität, that's the main university, so I've translated it in English as universities, okay? Then the second one is Technische Universität. We normally call them TU, yeah? So these are the technical universities. And we have Technische Hochschule or Fachhochschule, that's how they call them. And these are also the University of Applied Sciences. So I've given examples of those universities. So the main universities are Universität zu Cologne. This is University of Cologne, okay? And the TUs are also Technische Universität Dresden, all right? And then we have the Technische Hochschule Cologne. So these are the various universities that we have in Germany. Now, what are the differences? Okay, so the main universities are highly theoretical, right? They deal purposely in researches. Yeah, they research. And if you aspire to be a PhD student or you want to do your PhD in a certain field, then I recommend that you go to those main universities. Okay, so for instance, we have Universität zu Berlin. So it depends. Okay, so that is that. And then we have the for the technical universities, they are also theoretical, like just like the main universities. Okay, and if you also want to do your PhD, you can also go to the technical universities, but they focus mainly on technical subjects. Okay, so that's the main difference. Yeah, so the technical universities are mainly on technical subjects. And yeah, the TH, which is the TH or Fachhochschule, are practical aspects, okay? They are practical aspects. So for instance, if there's a course content that you have to do in the universities of applied sciences, the practical aspects may contain like 80 to 85%, while the theoretical aspect will be like 15%. Yeah, and it's the opposite for the main universities and the technical universities. Okay, the practical aspect is minimal in the main and technical universities, whilst in the University of Applied Sciences, the practical is critical. So for instance, if you want to study like computer science, okay, if you want to study computer science, if you go to a university of an applied science, okay, in this university, then you do a practical, like a practical subject under computer science or data science known as programming. So you actually go to the field and know how to program, okay? But if you do computer science or data science in the main university or the technical university, then the course itself will be theory, whilst the practical is a little bit limited. So that is the main differences. And with the University of Applied Sciences, you can do your internship in a company. You can even do your thesis. Okay, your final thesis can be done in a company. So as soon as you finish with school, then you can work in a company, and it's very good for those of you who want to work just after school, right? But if you want to do a PhD, okay, if you want to do your PhD, then the main university and the technical universities are good for you. Now, if you are in a University of Applied Science, you when you finish your master degree, if you want to do your PhD, you cannot do the PhD in the same University of Applied Science. Okay, it's either it's either the school, the University of Applied Science, liaises with the state. Okay, so for instance, if you are a master student in TH Cologne, Technische Hochschule Cologne, and you finish with your master degree, and you aim of doing your PhD in maybe the same field in your master degree, then you cannot do the PhD in the same university, right? You have to do the PhD in the technical university or in the main university. That is how it is. But if you still want to do it in the University of Applied Science, then it means that the school would then liaise with the state. All right, so Cologne is in a state, the North Rhine-Westphalia, okay? It's in North Rhine-Westphalia. So North Rhine-Westphalia would then collaborate with the school, TH Cologne, for a professor to supervise you. Okay, so when you finish with your PhD, the certificates will be given to you by the state in collaboration with the school. So that is how it is, right? But if you're in a technical university and you still want to do your PhD, you can do it in the technical university, or you can just go to a main university and do um, the PhD. All right, so that is the differences. Okay. So from here, we'll just talk about the schools. Okay, we have, if you want to come to Germany, we have fully funded students, okay, who are on scholarship, and then we have the normal students who do not have scholarships, right? So these are the two main categories of students who come to Germany. But for now, we will talk about the normal students. In my subsequent videos, I'll teach you, or I'll walk you through how to apply for the scholarship to come to Germany, right? So with the um, regular students, it depends on the university and course you want to go, and the course you want to apply. All right, it depends. And I'd like to tell you something. Okay, in Germany, yeah, 90 almost 95% of courses offered in public universities are tuition free. Yeah, they are tuition free. You do not have to pay school fees. All right, they are tuition free. That is in public universities, but not all universities are tuition free. Some of the public universities also take tuition, but it's just minimal, right? 95% of public universities plus the courses they do are tuition free. But for private universities, they are not tuition free. Okay, private universities are not tuition free. They usually pay a huge sum of euros, right, for your tuition. Okay, and I will also show you um some of the private universities. Yeah, so these are some of the private universities. So for instance, we have a Berlin School of Business and Innovation. So all the business schools, okay, all the business schools in Germany are private private universities, right? So Berlin School of Business and Innovation, and Cologne Business School, and Wilhelm Buchner University, they are all private universities. So you have to keep in mind um, that private schools are not tuition free. Okay, only public schools are tuition free. Almost all the public universities, I mean. Okay, so there is a link that I would like to introduce to you. So the link is in the description section in the video. Okay, so you can tap on the link and do the search yourself, but we'll do the search together. So I will kindly introduce the link to you. So this is the link, okay? International programs in Germany. So we have actually 2,085 programs available. So if you wanna, I mean, come to Germany and study, so what do you have to do? For instance, you have to search for the course you want to do. So let's assume that you want to do maybe computer science, all right? Master in computer science. So it's just a filter. It will filter all the schools that do computer science in Germany for you. Now, the course type. Do you want a bachelor degree or a master degree? So assuming we want a master degree, we just take master. Now, course language. Do you want only English taught courses in computer science? Do you want only German, or do you want a combination of both? So for this purpose, let's just take English, okay? Now, yes, so maybe if you hadn't written anything here, then you can just choose anything. I mean, any of the categories here, being it mathematics, natural science, or any. But since we've written computer science here, let's just check and see the queries that it will yield. So it's actually yielded 971 results for us. Yeah, so it's not just about computer science, but subjects closely related to computer science. When you check this, it said master degree um in science in computational mathematics. So it's done in University of Passau. Yeah. So this is tuition free. As you can see my screen, tuition free. Tuition fee per semester is none, and the language is done in English. The course is done in English, right? So you just go through on and on and on. So here we have Master of Science in Computer Science itself. It's done in Paderborn, right? And it's tuition free. The language is English, right? So you can just scroll through and see what is good for you, okay? But remember, you have to check all the requirements also, because some of them require that you get a TOEFL, or you get an English proficiency, that you have to go and write an external examination. So you have to check all these things before you actually take a final decision. So let's just open this university for Paderborn. All right, so this is the master degree. It's taught in English. Yes, so they said courses are generally held in English, with only a few non-mandatory exceptions held in German. Okay, so these are all the information that you need. There's no tuition fee, right? There's no tuition fee. So these are some of the information that you actually need. All right, so let's click on the requirements. Okay, so these are the requirements. So for instance, as I said, so you have to look at the requirements before you decide on which school to apply. So for instance, they are asking for a GRE test, okay, with a score of 1.5 or higher when converted into the German grading system. And I in my the previous video, I explained to you and walked you through the calculation of uh, how to convert your grade from the your main grading system to the German grading system. Okay, I walked you through that process. So by now, I'm assuming that you should be able to calculate your own grade. Okay, so with the GRE test, you should have a 1.5 or higher. All right, so this is what they are looking for. And as I said, yes, so they are looking for a TOEFL here, yeah, and then IELTS or Cambridge First Certificate Degree or British Council IELTS, right? So these are all the different language proficiency you have to submit before you'll be taken into consideration, all right? But some of the schools write all these things, but they actually take your English proficiency that you acquired in during your bachelor's degree. So when you complete your bachelor degree, your school writes an English proficiency for you to actually tell to confirm that your bachelor's degree was done in English, okay? So you are conversant with the English language and you can study your master program in the English language, okay? Some of them collect the English language, but some of them do not. So the only option is for you to write this international examination, all right? But if you would like to know if they collect the English language or not, you have to send the school an email, all right? Send them an email and ask them if they take into consideration the English language proficiency. Then there is no need at all for you to go and write this international examination in English. All right. So you see, the application is done through Uni Assist. Yeah. Submit application to Uni Assist. So it means that the school does not take the application directly. You have to submit your application to Uni Assist, and Uni Assist application submission is not free. You have to pay for it. It is not free, right? Okay, so this is how the link looks like. You can check, search for the course you want to do in the link, and this will actually help you. All right. So, as I said earlier on, the application can be done through Uni Assist, okay, or it can be done to the school directly. So let me just give you an example of a school that you have to apply directly, okay. So this is Kiel University. Universität to Kiel, okay, Kiel University. Yes, so these are the master program held in English, right? They are held in English. And for these applications, you submit them directly to the departmental website. You don't need to go through Uni Assist, right? And these are specific information on master programs for applications submitted through Uni Assist. So with this particular university, some of their courses are submitted through Uni Assist and some of them to the school directly. So let's just take an example of a a master program, for instance, environmental management, all right, double degree in environmental management. So when I open this link, it says that yes, so these are the application periods, yes, and then how you submit the application, all right, and then these are the general requirements. So it says that in order to be eligible, you have to hold a Bachelor of Science, yeah, with a good grade for the German grading system of at least 2.5. And I said earlier on that in my last video, right, I taught you how to convert your own grade into the German grading system. Okay, so 2.5 at least. So I said that the lower the mark, yeah, the higher the score. Yes. So these are some of the explanations, okay, about the grade I would like to give to you. All right. Okay, so in the last video, okay, some of you guys were actually asking me that how will you check your maximum and minimum grade of your universities? So every university has the explanation of their grades, right? So let's go to KNUST. I initially said that this is a copy I had from someone, all right? So this is Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So after the transcript itself, normally the grading system is done on another sheet, all right? So this is the explanation of the grading system. If you are taking the grading system into consideration, okay, you do not take the grading itself. Okay, so when you check my screen, you do not take this. It is the class designation that you take, okay? So let's check for Legon, okay? Legon. For Legon, I told you, you take the range, okay? So this is the translation of the grade, right? So for Legon, this is it. You take the range of the GPA, right? So the range, the maximum is 4.0 and the minimum is 0.99. Okay, so you should get at least 0 should not be your your least grade. At least it should be 0.99. I showed in my last video. All right, so let's check for KNUST. So with KNUST, okay, so this person I said had 56.87. All right, this was the final grade of the person. And with the formula taken into consideration in the last video, please go and watch if you haven't done so. This person had 3.35 converted into the German grading system, all right? And then when you look at UDS, all right, UDS, final GPA was 3.33. Final GPA was 3.33. When we calculated into the German grading system, it was 2.4. All right. So these are 2.4 in the German grading system. Now let's check this course. So you have to get at least 2.5. 2.5. So when you look at this person, this UDS person, so this person had 2.4, okay? So the UDS person actually fits into the program requirements, the environmental management, okay? When you check this person who went to KNUST, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the person cannot apply. Even if you apply, you will not be picked. Even if you are picked, then it means that it's just something I mean, you were fortunate and you were picked, okay? Since you are applying directly to the school, with this there is no harm in trying, because when you apply to the school, you do not pay any amount of money. Okay, so when you apply, it's fine for you. So I encourage that no matter your grade, right? If it says that you should apply to the school directly, please do so, because then you are not paying anything. But when it comes to uni assist, please do not apply, because if you apply, uni assist will not forward the application to the respective school. Since you did not meet the grade, the cutoff points for the grade, your application will not be submitted to the school. Okay, so with uni assist, as I said earlier on, you pay an amount of 75 euros per application. When you do double application, it's 105 euros. Okay, so if you know your grade and you know that, okay, if I apply for this, my application will be sent to the school, then fine. But if you know your grade and you know that, okay, you do not meet the cutoff point, please do not apply. Do not apply. All right. So these are some of the examples. Okay, so I have another example here for this course. This is TH Cologne, okay? TH Cologne, Technische Hochschule Cologne, University of Applied Science, Cologne. And let's check an example of a master degree program. So for instance, natural resource management. All right. Natural resource management. So let's check how you have to apply. All right. We check how you have to apply. If you can see my screen, I'm going straight to the website of the program. Okay. So yes, so these are the admission requirements for natural resource management in TH Cologne, right? So the bachelor degree should be a minimum grade of 3.0. 3.0. And here they said according to the German system, with 1.0 the best grade and 4.0 the minimum passing grade. Okay, so with this you should understand. Now let's check with the person with, yes, so UDS has 2.4. So this UDS person can apply, but this person for KNUST cannot apply because the cutoff point is 3.0. So the KNUST students cannot apply. And this application is also done through UniAssist. It's done through UniAssist, okay? It is not submitted to the school directly for international students. International students are supposed to submit the application to UniAssist, okay? And since you have to pay, then the tech student should not apply because he had 3.35, which is not the best. Yes, so these are some of the explanations, okay, about the grade I would like to give to you. All right. All right, so guys, in my next episode, I'll bring you videos of how some of the schools or universities in Germany look like. All right, so that you have a feel of how they are. So, as my friend always says, choose. I am also telling you, choose. Bye.